This morning on DC News Now, we're going to be tracking a warm up out there later on today with those high temperatures climbing mid to upper 80s, but even warmer as we look ahead towards the day tomorrow. It's feeling like summer out there, and today it's the first day of meteorological summer. I have all the latest details again towards the rest of that 7-day.
Also coming up this morning, parents in Prince George's County speaking out in response to a disturbing trend of teen violence. What changes they're calling for?
Well, saving money this summer on your power bill, we have some tips on how you can stretch your dollar.
And the GOP primary field about to get even more crowded. A look at the two new White House hopefuls set to announce their bids for president next week.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, your time right now is 6 o'clock on this Thursday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside on this Thursday morning. Jackie, it is the first day of June, if you can believe that.
I know, which is quite shocking considering that May went by relatively quickly. But yesterday was absolutely gorgeous. A nice way to round out the I shouldn't say the work week, to round out the month. I'm getting ahead of myself. But tomorrow, though, we are going to be tracking much more summer-like temperatures out there. So we're going to be tracking those highs right around 90 as we look ahead towards our Friday. Temperatures, though, out there right now, we are 40s off towards the north and west, so a little bit cooler, but we're 50s over towards Hagerstown. We're right around 60 in DC. We just dropped into the upper 50s at the top of this hour, considering we're just a little bit after sunrise right now. But we'll eventually notice those temperatures warming up. High pressure is with us, and that will continue to keep us dry and quiet out there today as well as tomorrow. But if you're heading out to the local pool today or in your backyard, just make sure that you are reapplying that sunscreen. That UV index will still be very high today, meaning again, that you could be exposed to those high levels of UV, and also make sure that your eyes are protected too. Make sure you wear the sunglasses. 82 though by 2 p.m. We're talking mid 80s by 4 p.m. and those highs into the mid upper 80s later on this afternoon, but even warmer temperatures tomorrow. Right now, Joanne, we're tossed over to Shanika Grimshaw with the all-important look at the roadways. How's traffic?
All right. Thank you, Jackie. You're waking up to mostly clear roadways. We do have a few issues right now at the 6 o'clock hour. Looking at the 14th Street Bridge, 395 heading northbound. Most of it looks good, but you will see some on and off delays. Not too far. We're dealing with a crash that's right near Route 1 heading northbound. So you can see over that bridge there, or past that bridge, you will find that crash. DC 295 is starting to slow down. That is heading southbound right before the Anacostia Freeway. But your Capital Beltway overall through Maryland mostly is looking good. Northern Virginia, no complaints right now. Outer loop delays, though, that's on the top side. It's getting a bit slow, guys.
All right, Shanika, thank you. Your time right now is 6:02.
A quick look at your Know and Go headlines on this Thursday. First up, one person is dead, 2 others injured after a triple shooting in Seat Pleasant. Police say this all happened at about 10 o'clock last night on Martin Luther King Jr. Highway. The investigation is ongoing.
And this morning, the teen accused of trying to kill a student on a Prince George's County school bus is expected in court. Police charged the teen known as Baby K with attempted murder. Now, he was arrested Tuesday in Riverdale.
And the White House passing a bipartisan bill to suspend the debt ceiling. The legislation passed last night and suspends the debt limit through January 1st of 2025. The vote brings lawmakers one step closer to avoid default on June 5th. That is when Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the U.S. could run out of money to pay its bills. All right, well, one man is dead, 2 others injured after a shooting in Seat Pleasant, Maryland.
Yeah, Prince George's County Police are in charge of that investigation for the triple shooting. DC News Now's Tosin Fakile is live at Seat Pleasant Police Department headquarters this morning. And Tosin, have police said anything about what led up to this shooting?
Corey, good morning. That is something they say they're still looking into following that shooting. But the police chief here at Seat Pleasant stressing that there is no immediate danger to the public, saying this investigation is fluid at this time. Now, that shooting happened on Martin Luther King Jr. Highway. Police were called to the scene at about 8:45 last night. When they arrived, they found a man shot in the upper body outside a building. Police say the man later died at the hospital. Investigators say shortly after that, 2 men arrived at the hospital with non-life-threatening gunshot injuries. Police say they are working to find out if the shooting happened inside or outside the building in the 6,000 block of Martin Luther King Jr. Highway, but they say part of the scene was outside. Now, with several recent gun violence incidents in Prince George's County, police in Seat Pleasant had this message for this community following last night's shooting.
Seat Pleasant has not seen a rise in gun violence. I'll make that very clear. Seat Pleasant continues to operate in our transit areas. We've worked very hard to keep violent crime down, and we will continue to do so. Our officers are extremely proactive rather than reactive to crime. We have a great relationship with our community members, and we will continue to be out here to engage them.
Now, Chief Harris was asked if people should be on the lookout for any suspects. He said not at this time, but again, he stressed that there is no immediate danger to the public. There are still some questions remaining regarding if these victims knew each other and what led up to the shooting. These are the questions that we're still waiting for answers from police. Once we get that information, we'll keep you updated on air and online. But for now, we're in Seat Pleasant. I'm Tosin Fakile for DC News Now. Back to you.
All right, Tosin, thank you. Your time right now is 6:05. Also developing this morning in Virginia, police in Loudoun County, they're investigating after human remains were found along a trail Tuesday night. A hiker discovered the remains in the Sugarland Run stream in Sterling. Now, we're told the exact location was behind Brookfield Circle and Meadowland Lane. The remains are being sent to the chief medical examiner's office for an autopsy. The identity of the person and cause of death are under investigation. And this morning, a teen charged with attempted murder is set to appear in court. Today's hearing comes exactly a month after police say he tried to kill another student on a Prince George's County school bus. Our Randy Bass is in the newsroom this morning. What we know ahead of today's court appearance. Randy, good morning.
Yeah, Corey, good morning to you. That teen, known only to the public at this point as Baby K, was arrested earlier this week on Tuesday in Riverdale Park, about 14 miles away from where that bus attack happened in the Glass Manor area. There are 3 more teens who have already been charged in this case, some of them still in Prince George's County Police custody, but Baby K, police say, is the one who tried to fire the gun that ultimately jammed and didn't go off. The Washington Post also reporting Baby K is charged in the death of one of the other accomplices' siblings in D.C. He managed to evade arrest for about a month, but many questions in that case remain that officers say they may never get answers to. County Executive Angela Alsobrooks is calling on community members for help curbing the youth violence problem.
Where are their family members? Where are the aunties, the uncles, the godmamas? Where are the people who are responsible for these youth? They are not responsible for themselves.
How are these kids getting these guns? That should be the biggest focus in this area.
Officers have not yet found the gun used in the attack. Police also say if they're able to track down anyone who may have helped Baby K evade officers and evade arrest, they too could be prosecuted. As for his bond hearing today in Prince George's County, that is expected to get underway this afternoon at 1:15 p.m. We'll be sure to bring you any details as we get them. In the newsroom, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, thank you, Randy. Prince George's County schools are trying to tackle a recent trend in violence in their schools. The school district held a safety meeting in response to the school bus attack sometime last month.
Parents say they want to work with the school to create a safe space for students. Now, one mother says she wants to see more resources for students to prevent violence. County officials say they're putting money towards after-school and violence prevention programs.
If we could have done something to change the course of those individuals' lives to even think that that was appropriate and make sure that they did something other than that.
It's all of us together, coming together to fix the situation and to look at our children as a village that we're all responsible for raising.
School officials and parents also discussed chronic absences and having more officers in schools. Now, some anti-violence advocates and parents say they are surprised by how young some students are committing crimes.
They also say there are not enough positive influences for young people. One D.C. nonprofit called Mute the Violence D.C. says the problem is kids are being overexposed to violence. Now, one mental health expert agrees. He says parents need to be proactive and keep their kids away from violence in the first place.
Believe it or not, not all of them are bad kids. They're not bad kids. They're just being overly exposed and underexposed to the things that they should be indulging and engaging in at, such a young age.
Parents need to be looking for ways to get their children involved in extracurricular activities, in group activities, in sports.
Mute Violence DC and that mental health experts say having a sense of community is very important. They say everyone in the community needs to be active in curbing the trend in youth violence.
All right, your time right now is 6:09 on this Thursday morning. We're helping you stretch your dollar and save money on energy costs this summer.
Right. Utility company Pepco has a list of things you can do to lower your energy bill. First, make sure your air filter is clean so that it is efficient. Then you can set your thermostat to 78 degrees. Close all doors and windows when the AC is on, and make sure your air ducts and fans are not blocked. Experts say this will allow your home to cool faster and more efficiently.
Also, an assistant professor at Purdue University's Mechanical Engineering Department says using your air conditioning for too long can also damage both your system and the power grid.
So that can lead to high replacement costs and replacement delays, and ultimately utilities will pass those costs on to consumers in the form of higher electricity prices.
If you do end up with a higher than expected bill, you do have some options. Power companies will often work with you to extend your due date or set up a payment plan. Now, both Dominion and Pepco also have a budget billing option that charges the same amount every month. They also have resources for assistance programs to help you pay your bill as well.
Your time right now is 6:10 this morning. It is officially pool season in the DMV, and as public pools open up, Eagle Academy in Southeast DC making sure students have the skills they need to stay safe. The DC Public Charter School is teaching students how to swim. The course is built into their curriculum. When the school opened in 2014, they even built the pool. Swim lessons are offered year-round to students through 3rd grade. They take lessons up to twice a week.
Really helps our students gain a better sense, less fear of the water, less fear of the pool, and then of course being able to swim.
The school principal says lessons can also help students to join swim teams. All right.